We're here today with Michael Hepworth, President and CEO of Nordic Gold. Michael, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
Give our viewers an introduction to Nordic Gold. I know the company's recently gone through a rebranding, so tell us about the new company and your project in Finland.
Well, the Laeva project is a past-producing gold mine on the west coast of Finland, about halfway up the country. It's fully permitted, fully built, and funded to production. But we are in the process of raising more money, and we're expecting to be in production and pouring gold the last week of November of this year.
Now, you're able to do this obviously because the project is a past producer. Can you give us a bit of insight into the history and what you've done to perhaps modernize the mine?
Okay. Well, the mine produced from 2012 to 2014, and it produced in that time about 75,000 ounces. Unfortunately, it was badly managed and they didn't have the necessary technical skills. It is a complex property to mine. It's relatively low grade and will require some expertise. So what we've done is we've actually hired a very skilled management team to actually operate it. The top three managers in the management team who are on the production side have between them about 75 years of gold production experience. And we have two mining engineers and a mechanical engineer, all of whom are very, very seasoned gold production people. So we think that given the new team and our understanding of the deposit, it won't be without challenges, but it is certainly doable.
And what type of a mine life are we looking at? Can you give us some production figures or estimated production figures?
Well, currently the mine life is relatively short. According to the PEA, it's about a 6-year mine life. That said, there is a very large blue sky exploration upside that we need to really get into and understand, and that's one of my priorities once we get to production. The key thing here is that in the short term, we'll be producing, I think the first year will be about 69,000 ounces, and from there onwards, we can probably say 70 to 75,000 ounces a year. And we should be able to, by the time that the mine ends its life, we should have been able to prove up more ounces elsewhere. And we've got about 1,700 hectares of ground that is fully permitted for mining. It's a corridor that's about 5 kilometers long, and we've only really explored about 1.3 kilometers of it. So there is a big opportunity here, but no one knows what the Truth Machine will find. No.
Well, you've got estimated first gold pour by the end of the year. You talked a bit about some of the blue sky potential in your exploration plans. So what's sort of next for Nordic Gold as a company? What's on the horizon for shareholders?
It's a couple of things. In the short term, we will be raising some money, and we have announced that. Second thing will be obviously the first gold pour, and then we will be looking at improving our performance, because it's an ongoing process. You have to keep firming things up and doing a better and better job. It's all about efficiency, so that takes time. But concurrently with that, we will be doing some exploration on the property. There are 3 exploration properties that we need to work on. The mine property itself we need to work on. So right close to the mine there are 4 properties where there's potentially more gold. We've got evidence that there's more gold. There are 2 properties to the south which actually touch on the property in the south, where they have 4 holes, and each hole has produced gold. We've done some bedrock sampling, and the geology and gold results are very similar to what we had at the mine. So my expectation is that we'll focus there first. We're open to other suggestions. I mean, there are other opportunities in Finland, but I think the most important thing right now for us is to focus on producing gold profitably and then doing some exploration.
Well, Michael, as a final point, what's the value for shareholders here? Why should they look at Nordic?
I think the company is undervalued. I mean, there is some evidence that the plant itself is worth about $70 million. We currently have a market cap of about $20 million. The gold in the ground, if you look at what's in the ground and multiply that by $30 to $40 an ounce, which seems to be what they do for indicated and inferred resources. We're undervalued again on that measure. There's $155 million tax loss that's been approved by the Finnish government, which is way more than the market cap of the company, and the cash flow, according to the PEA, would be about 138 million. So there's no likelihood that we'd be paying taxes in the short term. So all of those things, I think, point to an undervalued and undiscovered company that investors can invest in right now.
Well, Michael, on that note, thank you again for taking the time to speak
My
with
pleasure.
us.
Thank you.